Jude Halley, leaning against the cold metal of his telescope, watched the night sky in his worn wool coat. Here, at the edge of the world, even time seemed to move slowly. The northern lights weren't there tonight, but there was a slight tremor in the position of the stars. It was as if some edge of the universe had cracked. A voice echoed from the old monitor on the window beside him. "Jude, that's either a meteor or a nuclear pizza delivery. Either way, I'd say turn your camera." He recognized that voice. Ada, his old AI assistant, had now infiltrated the house's digital systems like a ghost. Sarcastic, snarky, and sarcastic, but after so many years of solitude, she was a welcome companion. Jude turned the camera, and that was it. The sky tore. It was as if the firmament's skin peeled back, and a fiery crescent moon descended into the Icelandic sky. The voice behind him was delayed, but it shook the earth. Jude stood up. "How close is it?" "Ada, about 7 kilometers, but close enough to die." "Congratulations. This could be your last recording of a conversation before you die." Jude nodded. "Your usual positivity." The center of the crater was covered in steam mixed with ice. Jude approached cautiously. He reached for the geophysical detector in his bag, but the only thing that worked was an old lighter in his pocket. Finally, he saw her, a slender woman with silvery skin. Her body was metallic, but full of life. Her hair was a purple-black hue, her skin almost glowing like moonlight. When she opened her eyes, Jude held her breath for a moment. Her irises were golden. The woman spoke, but her voice remained silent. A voice appeared in his mind. "I am Zalara Vaughn. This is not the right place." Jude jumped back. Telepathy? Am I crazy again? The woman stood slowly, trembling. "Zalara, I analyzed your language. Your local accent is cute, but weird." Jude laughed. "Are you an alien or an angel? Or is this a Netflix series trailer?" Zalara cocked her head. "Netflix what? Oh yeah, you really are an alien." The Creevers secretly plant cameras near Jude's house. One night, he sees Zalara up close. The moment her skin glows, the camera malfunctions. This triggers the old man's obsession. He tells everyone in the town cafe about the alien girl, but no one takes him seriously. But one person does. Helga, a young translator and former cryptologist. She receives the images from the Creevers and recognizes the symbol. This isn't even in the UNESCO database. This woman can't be of Earth origin. Zalara tries to reverse trace the signal using Jude's telescope. Ada hacks into old satellite systems and recovers some of the footage. The images are shocking. A satellite ship, which they thought was inactive, has appeared in Earth's orbit. The source of the signal is there. Zalara, it wasn't a deportation. It was a shipment. It was planned. Jude, so who planned it? Ada, there's a very familiar signature in the signal. Jude, ... Your old NASA records were used. Later that night, Zalara asks Jude about an earthly concept. Why do you approach everything unknown with fear? Jude, perhaps we fear the unknown. Holding a mirror up to us, Zalara smiles. Then, when this mirror breaks, let's find a new reflection together. Ada, so much romance. The signal is growing. Something is approaching. The ghostly satellite orbiting Earth was Jude and Zalara's only clue. The signal's source was there, and Ada analyzed the strange data. The codes inside the satellite. Familiar, but distorted. It's as if someone wrote a message in your handwriting. Jude, I don't remember that. It would make sense not to remember. You erased those days. Zalara turned to Ada. What do you mean, Ada? Before leaving NASA, Jude volunteered for a neural memory suppression therapy program. Some data was locked. Some of the memories were systematically suppressed. For the first time, Jude confronts a truth he can't escape, a battle against his own memory. With Zalara's help, they enter his mind observantly. As they delve into the memories, they encounter this, a joint project with NASA Orion X, a space databank mapping missing signals. Many of the signals originate from Zalara's galaxy. Jude suspects these signals are a conscious call, but from the moment she reports it, she volunteers for a memory suppression procedure. Why? Ada voices her inner doubt. What if you were the first to receive this signal? And what if you're part of this exile plan? A new name appears in one of Zalara's nightmares, Rask Tun. Jude is awakened from his sleep by his screams. Zalara explains with trembling hands on the wall. He was a soldier of my people, but then he built his own fleet. He became a threat to the entire galaxy. They exiled me because I uncovered his plans. But this exile ... wasn't orderly. Jude, so could it be Rask who led you here? Zalara, either he or someone who wants to stop him. But one thing is certain. There are those who know about my presence here. Ada figures they can use the town's old mountainside radio transmitter to send a signal to a ghost satellite in orbit. Helga joins the team, using her cryptography skills. She deciphers the signal. This is location data, but the target isn't Earth. It's as if it'll be used for a bridging gate. Jude, so, a passage will be made through this satellite. Zalara, and when the gate opens, Rask could come in, or worse. That night, they decide to reach the transmitter and send the signal. Ada establishes a cyberlink. Zalara pauses as she reads the satellite's data. It ... recognized me. The system recognized me. It read my name. Rask owns this system. The signal is sent from the transmitter. The sky seems to warp for a moment. Ada whispers. The link is established, and the gate is opening. Following the signal sent from the transmitter, a giant rift appears in the sky. An energy of invisible frequency is released. As Jude, Zalara, and Ada shake there on the mountaintop, Helga whispers calmly, "That door isn't a return. It's a call." Zalara, her voice trembling, says, "It might not be Rask who found me, but someone definitely came." The next morning, strange lights are seen just outside the town. People are worried. Creevers, his radio in hand, begins to freak out. "They're here. I warned you all. These are AI-powered tracker drones, not Rask's, but programmed by him." They silently position themselves over the town. Ada. They're scanning local signals. They're searching for our location. Jude. So ... We're running out of time. Helga mentions an old bunker. Jude goes there with a set of equipment. The bunker is a backup workstation left by NASA years ago. Here, Jude can regain access to the ORIO-NX system's raw data. Zalara finds a previously written message there. XAELARHZKXP01. Passage is unsafe. You are being followed. Zalara, I've been here before. Or someone like me. The town is now restless. The drones don't touch people, but their cameras are fixed. People begin to disappear. The Creevers disappear. Jude receives a message during the night. Just one word, Tun. Ada. This could be Rask's code. He didn't come, but the process has begun. Zalara, we were the ones who opened the portal. We need to get inside for it to close. Helga walks toward the portal with Jude and Zalara. The sky is now a twisted curtain of purple and gray. The portal is uneven. Zalara, time is not linear here. Return ... is not guaranteed. Jude, what if we can't return? Helga, what if the world doesn't? Before passing through the portal, Jude and Zalara look at each other. This moment of fear, attraction, and uncertainty is closed by a single word, together. With their steps, the circle of energy is engulfed, and the sky falls silent for a moment. When they pass through the portal, all is silence. Not a star, not a sound, just a pulsating field of energy and a purplish formlessness surrounding them. This is interspace, or Rask's mental prison. Jude looks around. It's not like Earth. but it's a place like your memories. Helga, her voice trembling, says, "It's not the so-called energy that unites us here. It's the network in his mind. Rask knows us." A structure emerges. One of the science stations that once sat at the galaxy's core. Rask appears here, in a form that is half mechanical, half organic, transcendent. Rask Sayla, "You abandoned me, but I did not abandon you. We will reconnect with you." Zalara, "No, Rask, I did not abandon you, but my chain." Rask points to Jude. "This primordial entity tricked you into forgetting." Jude, "Do you know what interested me? The life within that forgotten gaze. It felt real to me." Rask tries to reconnect Zalara as Ada, Helga, and Jude reel in a mental storm. Zayla makes a decision. "Zalara, I am an individual. I am not an extension of you, and this time I will erase you." Zalara uploads her mind to Rask's and whispers, "For Finn." The energy field explodes. Rask's existence collapses. Everyone is swept away in darkness as the portal closes. Jude awakens under a tree. Helga and Ada are with him, but Zalara is gone. The town is now quiet. The drones are gone. The sky is clear, the air cool. One day later, Jude finds a note in his abandoned workshop. The handwriting is familiar. "I'm fine, under the stars, and I'm watching over you, always." X months later, Jude receives a signal on the computer in the town library. Only one word appears on the screen. "Together." He smiled. He looked up at the sky and put his hand over his heart. Stellar drift has ended, but somewhere under the stars, the stories continue.